Get some additional props here. Let's see. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I'm calm right now, folks, but I'm fired today. We're gonna let you watch the video first.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change, it already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
Folks, you know, I think I done seen that thing, Miss Glassby and Mr. Williams, I don't know, 100 times. And every time I watch that video, I don't know what else to say when it gets finished. I don't know what anyone could be searching for. That video is so crystal clear. Oh, it doesn't give you the details on what we're doing, but it says you should want to find out. There's just a wealth of information in that video. So good evening, everyone. Welcome those who joined us on Facebook Live, on my Facebook live stream. For those who are on GoRocks.info, I would encourage you all to go to GoRocks.info because then you can see the slides. I want to welcome everyone. I'm going to do my very best to stay as calm as I possibly can. But see, every time I'm doing the presentation, the number one person I'm selling this presentation to is me. I get excited, get more and more excited the more I talk about it. It is the most logical thing I've ever done in my 65 years on this planet and my 37 years in this personal referral industry. So before we get started, I want to thank Ms. Glass and Mr. Roger Williams for holding down this platform for me because I have no idea what I'm doing technology. I just talk to the slides, folks. And the second thing I want to say is I want to apologize for all the guests who are here for the first time tonight to hear me speak. You know I'm going to say something, I'm going to step on some toes, and I'm going to say some things that make you uncomfortable. And I don't mean to insult anyone. That's not my goal. That's not my agenda. But I do mean to provoke some thought, to make you question whatever you're doing, whatever it is you have accomplished or attempted to accomplish or done in your life. And it's not to have you feel bad about what you've done. I really think one of the first things I need to say is that most of us, if you watch that video, it says we've been conditioned to be average. We've been conditioned to be mediocre financially. We've never been taught about wealth. We've never been taught about money. And when you join this Carabas International organization, Wealth Builders Worldwide in particular, you're going to learn more things about money, about real money, and what constitutes real money in the next 6 months that you probably learn your entire life. I'll eventually say I learned more about real money at 59 years old when I got introduced to Carabas 6 years ago that I had learned my entire life. And the sad part is I made a lot of money. See, I was taught like most, I was taught and led to believe that this right here is money. And it's it. See, this is the first thing we gotta ask you to question this thing. We've been led to believe this money. I know the people say I love to have my hands on because you do pay bills with it, you pay the mortgage with it, pay the lease with it, pay your condo with it. We've been taught to believe that this is money. And the first thing we're going to start teaching you in Carabas is no, this is real money. This is a promissory note backed by nothing today. It was at one time backed by 24 karat gold. Today it's backed by nothing. You need to get that truth. Now, it's hard to grasp when you've been educated all your life that this is money. Every TV show program told you to believe this is money. This was never meant to be money. This was meant to be a promissory note that you could walk into the bank and exchange for this, which is gold. And I'm getting ahead of myself because that's all you really need to know. If you know that, then all you got to do is go and get back with the person who enrolled you, who invited you to this presentation, and sign up. We can't teach you all the things that's going on in the world of Carabas in the next 25 or 30 minutes. I could talk for 2 hours and all you do is walk away bewildered. Okay? You'll say, wait, I done been through 16 years of school. One of the greatest statements I ever heard a long time ago was a guy said, the toughest thing to do is to teach an educated person how to become wealthy. And the more education you have, watch this got nothing to do with the seminar. I'm already off track. I'm telling you guys, I don't know how I can do this thing. I wish I could do it like Dem is saying in 30 minutes. I can't. I want to share so many things with you to get you to think. He said the toughest thing to do is to take an educated person and teach them how to become wealthy because the system has so indoctrinated them into selling their time for money that they never ever seek out wealth or how to go make money. All they do is sell their time for dollars. And they've been convinced that the more education they get, the more dollars they can get for your time, and that's wealthy. No, that's not wealth. Wealth is a combination of time and money. Anyway, let's get started. If you're looking for a better way, you've come to the right place. This is it, folks. You're here. This is a better way. I can't even say I was looking for a better way 6 years ago, but I found it. I got a phone call. So I always start every meeting. I said, what's your dream? I talk about it now. I talk about this in the middle of the presentation, and I'm going to talk about it in the end because I don't want you leaving here trying to figure out how the compensation plan works. I don't want you leaving here talking about how much gold you're going to get. That's great. Get some gold. I want you to start thinking about what if I could have that dream I've been thinking about? What if I could buy that dream home? What if I could buy that dream mansion? What if I could get that dream car? What if I could take that dream travel? And then the ultimate dream is what? It's freedom. There's a picture of my wife and I there, and there's my book called The Dream Chaser Manifesto. That's my 4th book I've written about this industry. The Dream Chaser Manifesto, you can go to our website and get it. That's my commercial. I'll tell you more about that later. But why do I talk about that so much? I wrote this book as a manifesto for those. It says, A Dreamer's Guide to Surviving in a Jungle of Non-Dreamers. My wife and I have survived this jungle of non-dreamers for 37 years because we didn't have a dream. We didn't know we needed a dream. We knew we needed something. At 22 years old, we did all the things society told you, just like that video. We went to college. We both got our degrees from Harvard University, excited about them, proud for our family was proud for us, everybody was proud for us. But I was on the job for about 3 months, and I said, something's not right. Now, why God put that in me, I don't know why. And by the way, for those who've been on a job 25, 30 years, it's okay. I don't know why there was something inside of me that says, I gotta believe I was here for more than going back and forth to work for 40 years, for 40 years, for 40 years, for 40 years for somebody else's job. And I was tired of it in 3 months. And I had what was called by society a good job, folks. So anyway, let me get off me for a minute, but I'm telling you, that's what started this journey in 1983, because somebody sat down and said, Tyrone, what's your dream? My dream was not cars. My wife and I were 28 years old. We already had our own home, or at least our own mortgage, a pool in the backyard, had 4 cars in the driveway. So he started talking about things and stuff and cars. It didn't move me. But he started talking about one thing, and that's the one thing I want you to think about throughout this entire presentation. What if you can find yourself in a position where you don't have to sell your time for money? That's what wealth is all about. That's what we call our organization Wealth Builders Worldwide. It ain't about the money, okay? This money right here, this is about, I don't know, about $10,000 right there. That's money, or at least what they tell us is money, but it's not really money, okay? Got to convert this back to some gold real quick. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is this, folks. Freedom is the ultimate goal. Freedom is the ultimate dream, where you no longer have to sell your time, because the only thing you cannot replace is your time. You can replace the car, you can buy a new home, you can take another trip, you can travel, you can do all that kind of stuff, but every 24 hours is gone. We're going to show you the way to recapture your youth, recapture your time, and capture a thing called time and money. And it's not about how much money, it's about having enough money so you don't have to sell your time anymore for money. God bless. Let's go to the next slide, man. Get the Dream Chaser Manifesto and learn how to get yourself through this jungle. So here's what we do. Please say, well, what do you do? Number one, we show you how to register for a free gold accumulation account. We show you how to start exchanging these declining dollars for this. You don't save this, you save this. Okay, this little card right here I bought was around $200 when I, excuse me, sorry, window, there it goes again. Keep coming back. You don't buy gold, this is money. Like exchanging a $1 for 4 quarters. I didn't buy 4 quarters, I exchanged $1 for 4 quarters. Well, you exchanged this for this, you didn't buy gold, you exchanged this for more, for a tier 1 asset. What I'm saying, for those who want to keep it simple, when I acquired this was around $200. When I got this in 2013, today this card is worth over $350. This card, this same card, I didn't do anything. I just stuck it in my wallet, and it sat in my wallet, and it went up over 30% in the last 6 years, just sitting in my wallet. This is why you got to have a gold savings account. So if you don't get, got a dream, number one. Number two, I got to have a gold savings account. For those who are here for the first time, you got to have a gold savings account. It's free. This is 24 karat gold bullion, the best gold that money can buy. This is not 18 karat. This is not 14 karat. That's not considered money. What is recognized as money all around the world is 24 karat gold bullion. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, what's next? I had to look at the slide. Okay. We're going to teach others to do the same thing. Okay. You get compensated when we teach others to do the same thing. A text that Saturday today said, get paid to save gold. That's what got me started 6 years. What's the next bullet point? I have to read the screen and teach us how to duplicate. See, the greatest thing of what we have going on here in Wealth Builders Worldwide, folks, you don't have to come in and experiment. You have to come inside. Wonder how this is going to work. Good evening, Cindy Maynard, Wayne Thompson, Velma Jackson, all the folks joining us on my live stream. Hey, Monica Logan, Tim Scott, good evening. You don't have to figure it out. We've already figured it out. If you want to pay $1.5 million to $2 million for a McDonald's, you don't have to figure out how to fry the hamburger, how to fry the French fries, how to make the shakes. It's already done for you, but it costs you $1.5 million for that privilege. And here's something I heard this weekend, man, it just broke my, do you understand that the average McDonald's today costs $1.5 million? So you want to do something else, great. $1.5 million to $2 million for a McDonald's, depending on location. And you know what the average income of a McDonald's owner operator is? $150,000 a year. We have people all over the world that carry bars that make way more than that with no overhead, no employees, no place to go. Wait a minute. And they made way more than $250,000, no employees, no nothing. And they didn't put $2 million up for the opportunity. You gotta be kidding me. This is the greatest thing in the world, okay? And all $150,000 a year do is remind you how broke you used to be. You won't believe that. See, that's the one thing I say to insult people when I say stuff like that. They go, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money if you never had any money. Go make yourself $150,000, $200,000 a year and find yourself still budgeting going, dog, it's not as much money as I thought about. You comfortable? That's the challenge right in America. So many people, was the challenge in America. So many people were comfortable until about February when this so-called health and financial crisis. Next slide, man, get me off this thing. Lord, I want to preach tonight to you. I want you to feel what I'm saying. So what's the number one secret of millionaires? The number one secret, we haven't been taught this. The number one secret is to pay ourselves first. We haven't been taught that. We get the money, the average person get money, we buy stuff, we go to the movies, we pay the mortgage, we pay the lease, we pay the car note, we buy clothes, we pay trips, we save for Christmas, we do everything with that money. And if anything is left over, then we'll pay ourselves. Okay? Number one wealth principle is learn how to pay yourself first. This is what millionaires have done. They learn how to pay themselves first. It's in the Richest Man in Babylon's book, George Clauson's book, The Richest Man in Babylon, says, learn how to pay yourself first. This is 100-year information knowledge. First person you pay is pay yourself. Save and invest, and then you circulate that money throughout the economy. Then you pay all the other stuff you got to pay. But that's not what we've been led to believe. In fact, we've been led to believe, go accumulate more and more debt and pay off that debt first. Okay? The wealthy class understands save and invest. That's what we're going to teach you how to do. Because every time you save this, you're saving a tier 1 asset that's potential to appreciate in value. And by the way, anytime you want to liquidate this asset, you can liquidate this asset anywhere in the world in less than 24 hours and turn it back into this stuff. If you find yourself, say, I need some of this, you can liquidate this. But in the meantime, this appreciates, this depreciates. That's the truth. Okay, so where are you right now? You got to ask yourself that question. What would you like to be in the future? You got to ask yourself that question. See, one thing that networking does, this industry does, folks, it makes you take a hard look at yourself. And sometimes that look is not pretty. Some folks don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to look in the mirror and say, wait a minute, if I do the same thing the next 10 years I've done the last 10 or 20 years, where will I be? And ask themselves, do I want to be at that place? Okay. A lot of folks won't get involved in this industry because getting involved in one is an admission. You're telling the world, you're telling the outside world that you're not where you want to be. You done gone to high school, you've been on a job for 20 years, or you done been to college, or you got an advanced degree, you got an MBA, or better yet, God forbid, you got your doctorate, you're an MD. And then you go get in one of these network marketing concepts. You just told the whole world you're not where you want to be financially after investing $500,000 into an education, getting your PhD or your doctorate, becoming a doctor, and now you're doing this networking stuff on the side that the world still right now don't even understand what we do. They don't understand that we're about a $200 billion a year industry, paying out $100 billion of commission back to people all over the world right now. There are people living at home like myself, haven't had a job in 25 years. My wife haven't had one in 37 years. My 35-year-old son never applied for one. Neither has my 20-year-old. My mother hasn't had a job in 24 years or 23 years. Please. Okay. Don't anybody shake your tree on what we're doing here, man. This is the greatest thing in the world. Networking. And Carabas, I believe, is the best business on the planet, not just in networking or referral marketing. It is the best business on the planet, period. So we have people in Carabas making $500,000 to $1 million a year plus in income with no employees, no place to go. So if you keep doing what you've been doing, do you have enough time? No. The time to get started is right now, tonight, right now. Assassinate that procrastination. Assassination of procrastination, quote Dominique Carey. We got to start right now. We've been on this matrix timeline, which I said have been programmed us, conditioned us to do what? To die broke, to die average, to wake up 65 or 70 years old. We done gone through the whole education system, college, jobs, all those things. And then at 62 to 65 years old, we retire somewhere and go rest in peace. All our dreams go right there with us, buried with us. We sold our time for money. Robert Kiyosaki said the most insidious thing ever created by man was called a paycheck. I know that people argue with that because it's raised the standard of living, but it sucked the dreams out of so many people because they get that job and they're comfortable and don't realize what they've done with their life until they're 65, 75, or 80 years old. So, oh my God, all I've done is survive Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday through Monday through Thursday, whatever the time period, whatever you work now, because people now working around the clock, find themselves at 65 or 70 years old going into Walmart. One of the questions I like to ask people all the time when I'm doing 3-ways and talking to different folks, I said, what's retirement age? You got to put that question in your arsenal when you're talking to folks. For those guests who are on this call, ask yourself, what is retirement age? And society have you convinced that retirement is 62 or 65. And then I've done meetings where people start to debate this thing and argue about this thing. I mean, and get intense, but no. They bump retirement to 72 now. You can work till you're 72. Now I said, see, that's the trick of the system. Because retirement don't have anything to do with age, folks. Retirement has everything to do with money. You can retire as soon as you got enough money. Okay, my wife retired at 32, has never had a job since. My son's 35, has never got started. I retired at 40, been retired for 25 years. So retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. It has everything to do with what? Money. Money. Okay, nothing to do with age. Gotta obliterate that thought. Okay. I love this picture right here. You ask yourself what you've been doing, been working for you for the last 30, 20, or 30 years. If you've been in the workforce that long, if you're a baby boomer, you're over 50 years old right now. Okay. And if you're teaching your children and grandchildren what you've learned, and if you haven't learned how to think outside that box, you'll set them up for the same kind of lifestyle you've had over the last 35, 40 years. Work for someone else, end up 55 or 65 years old and wonder, what God have I done? Okay. You said go to school, go to college, and you work until you die. The system, I like to say, the system really is not broken. The system is broken for you and me, but the system is not broken for the people who created the system, because the system was designed to keep you broke, designed to keep you working, and designed to keep you working until you realize. By the time most people realize what we know right now, man, what's so incredible about what we're doing in Wealth Builders Worldwide is now we got kids 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 years old. I wrote this book, The Dream Chaser Manifesto, so a 10-year-old can pick up this book and read it and say, I'm gonna get me a dream. I'm never gonna let anybody steal it. At 10 years old. Okay. What did the video say? We're looking for dreamers. Okay. And everybody does not have a dream. Here's the problem with society right now. You can't outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. I mean, that's big words for saying you got a fixed income. If you get paid $500 every week, $2,000 a month, and inflation is 3-4% every single year, every single month, you can't outwork that. You, at some point, you got to sleep. Some point, you got to rest. I talk to some young folks sometimes, they got 2 and 3 jobs, okay, and still barely make it with 2 and 3 jobs. Why? Because you're in a system that you can't work. And we've been taught to sell our time for money. And that's all we know. Go get another job. Go get a second job. Go get a part-time job. Go, You got to put yourself in a system. And that's what we're going to teach you here at Wealth Builders Worldwide, to put you in a system. That's what Caraboss has allowed us to do. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Now, I'm going to quote something I've said many times. They say experience is the best teacher. Hopefully it's somebody else's, not yours. Now, there's Warren Buffett, a guy who lost 28 billion, supposed 28 billion in the first month of this health and financial crisis, right? Now, suppose he's gained 30 billion back in the last 2 months. That's it. Anyway, you don't listen to me. Don't take my word for it. If Warren Buffett, a guy worth some 50 to 60 billion dollars, depends on who you're talking to or what you're reading, says if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're gonna work until you die, take his word for it. I was told that at 20 years old. I believe the folks. You know why? Because I'm sitting in that meeting, the guy said to me, he says, look, 95% of the people at age 65 will be broke. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 85% of the population after working 40 years will not have $200 in the bank. Okay. Now I'm sitting here thinking, he said, don't take my word for it. Just stop and ask yourself. Look at those people who are 25, 30 years older than you. Look at your aunts, your uncles, your mamas, your sisters, your cousins. Look at all the folks you know that are already 50, 55 years old, been working jobs. Look at all the teachers who are teaching. Look at all that stuff all around you. And then ask yourself, do you want to be where they are 30 years from now? And my answer to that question was no. Because everybody I know, they might have been 50, 55 years old, but they would still get up going to work every day. And most of them were still broke. And most of them I know were 30 to 90 days away from being on the street without a paycheck. And I said to myself, man, this guy making sense to me. It was just a common sense thing. Ain't no brain surgery. I was lucky enough to sit in a class beside Buell Ford III. The guy was just getting started in the family business. The family business was the Ford Motor Company. He was just getting started. He never applied for a job. It was like the dude was worth $35 to $45 million. Okay, man. So I consider myself blessed to be here because a lot of neat things happened to me to put me in a position to grasp this concept at an early age. I had a good job at 22. I was working for the second largest corporation on the planet, the Ford Motor Company, in 1977. Okay, GM was number 1, Ford was number 2 in the world. And I was like, man, they said, get a good job with a big corporation and the sky's the limit. My professor was so excited about the head of my department was so excited I got that job with the Ford Motor Company. They were fired up about that thing for me, man. And I've been there in 3-4 months. I seen one guy get laid off for having a stroke. I saw him fire Lee Iacocca the first year I was there. I said, wait a minute, they fired Lee Iacocca. He'd been in the company 30 years. He was president of the company. And they fired him with no notice. I walked in there, they all in and said, who fired Lee Iacocca? And I knew young folks, you think he ran Chrysler, but Lee Iacocca was the president of Ford Motor Company. That was his career. That was his 30-year career, was the Ford Motor Company. That's where he made his bones. And they fired him as the president. Who fired him? Henry Ford. It's called the Ford Motor Company. Anyway, next slide, man. I know. There's a brilliant young man right there. I said brilliant young because he's younger than I am. Look at that. He looked like a movie star. I love his quote. He says, if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. I'm going to say it one more time. I know. We work for this. We love this. This is not real money. Okay? This is real money. Because this stores your labor. This stores your work effort. Your time on your job is stored in this. You can't store this. This keeps depreciating. This will not buy what it used to buy last week, last month, last year. It won't do it. Okay? And they printed out trillions out of thin air. Now they don't have to print the stuff. And when it's going to a bank ledger and type in $1 billion and give it to a bank, give it to a business. Don't have to print it out anymore. God knows. Don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother seminar. So here are 4 keys to building wealth. 4 keys to building wealth. Create residual income. You got to create residual income, meaning you don't have to get up and go produce it every day. Okay? Carabas put you in a position to have a business that grows 25 days, 7 days a week worldwide. Folks, I've been doing this for 37 years. I've never had this kind of opportunity in my hand in 37 years. I've owned 4 companies. They didn't have this. I've owned the companies didn't have the kind of opportunity that Carabas has created for those. You're doing what our product is, appreciating asset. Think about this. Everything that everybody does on this planet, please, let me slow down. Every day, everybody is doing something to go do what? Get money. They get up in the morning, they sell 40 hours to 60 hours a week of their life to go get money. They go to college to get money. They get into other network marketing minutes to do what? Get what they think is money. Our product is money. Oh my God. Create a residual income. Build an appreciating asset. Outpace inflation. And then most important, we're going to show you how to deal with the tax code, because 40% of your income, 40% of your income over a lifetime is spent paying taxes. And look, nothing wrong with that.
Oh my God.
Watch this.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 6, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It is.
Fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Is what?
Taxes.
But folks, it's not the worst part of the game. It's the worst part of the game if you function out of ignorance and don't understand that the whole tax code in America is designed for the person who owns a business. So I heard Robert Kiyosaki, he pays 0 taxes. The business is the tax code designed for the person who's in business. Why? Because as a business person, you stimulate the economy. You got to understand it. It's not good or bad. That's the way it is. As an employee, you don't stimulate the economy. You just show up for work, do your job, and get paid what you get paid on it. But as an entrepreneur, you stimulate the economy. I went out today and bought 2 chairs for my office. Okay, I went out and bought some $600 worth of chairs today. Stimulate the economy. I had to buy some inkjets. Stimulate the economy. All this is tax write-off. The chairs tax write-off, inkjets tax write-off, papers tax. All the laptops got tax write-off. This phone we're talking about tax write-off. That's a tax. Those are tax benefits for me being in business for myself. So Jeff Bezos ain't paying his taxes, right? He employs a couple 100,000 people. You get it? Ain't that deep? We're gonna show you why you want to be in business for yourself. And by the way, I've been preaching that since 1983. This is not a new thing. Robert Kiyosaki made a statement. He said, you can't cure stupid. Now, I apologize for that. That's not me. Robert Kiyosaki said, you can't cure stupid. The information is at our fingertips. I've been telling people since I was first informed in 1983. I sat down with a tax man and he did my taxes out that first year. I was in network marketing and blew my mind. Just blew my mind. I skipped just blew my mind wide open. I said, what? I said, everybody should be in business for themselves. Everybody should have a home-based business. No exception. Doctors, lawyers, accountants, every single person on this planet should have a home-based business, and preferably the referral marketing business, the network marketing business, whatever name you want to give it. You know why? Because see, you can have a business on a corner, a bakery, but you can't write off your trip to the Caribbean. You can't write off your trip to Hawaii. I can travel anywhere on this planet, and everywhere I go on this planet, I can talk about my business. Why? Because my business is gold. And we do business in 148 countries now. Everywhere I go, I'm talking about Karatbars. Everywhere I go, I got on my Karatbars hat. My store is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere in the world. Man, anyway, so what do we do about it? Let's go. Here's the answer. We got a solution. It's called Karatbars. You got to put yourself on the right side of the quadrant. If you're on the left side of the quadrant, you're either an employee or you bought yourself a job, you're self-employed. If you're E, you're an employee, you bought yourself a job, you're self-employed. You got to get on the business side, folks. It's not that deep. When you enroll in Karatbars for free, Dr. Harold Sykes, God bless that man, genius. He said, everybody can enroll for free. He said, I want to check it out. I said, great, enroll for free and check it out. Why don't I enroll for free to come and ask for any confidential information? All you need is a name, email, and a phone number, and your account has been set up. And you can go back there and check it out for the next 2 years if you want to. But you can't check it out on the outside looking in. You got to get on the inside to check it out. That's why Dr. Harold Sykes said, get in. Now you got the minutes for yourself. And they're going to show you how to build that business by leveraging the time, talent, efforts, and energies of people all around the world. And they're going to tell you how to take this excess paper, dollars, and gold, okay, and become an investor. Oh my gracious. It's so simple. You don't have to go to college and spend $100,000 getting your MBA to become wealthy. You don't have to go to college and get your PhD to become wealthy. All you have to do is understand these simple principles, put yourself on the business side and the investor side of the quadrant, and you can find yourself free in the next 2 to 3 years. It's up to you. Next slide, please. Man, it's so simple. Lord have mercy. Who's the company? It's Karatbars International, 10 years old, located in Stuttgart, Germany. Yes, I've been to the corporate headquarters. You see it right there. This not some little rinky-dink headquarters on some little warehouse somewhere in some little corner of the world. It's right across the street from the Mercedes-Benz corporate headquarters. And yes, I have been there, and many people on this call have already been to the corporate headquarters. Kevin 2X Thompson, I know, has been there. A lot of folks on Team Freedom, Team Union, a lot of folks all over have been to Stuttgart, Germany. Now, I was been there, spent time with on this next slide. You'll see our visionary owner, Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something, folks. Now, this is experience again. They said, hopefully, the experience is the best teacher. Hopefully, somebody else. Here's my 37 years experience. I've dealt with a lot of company owners. I've been one at least 4 times. There's a book. Got to have your copy of his book now. You're not in the game. If you don't have a copy of the CEO's book, then you're not in the game. You're playing. You're playing. You have this book, and every time he talks about it, every time you do a live Zoom, you say, look, there's our CEO. He's a published author. He's not hiding. He's very visible. He's on the Senate Economic Advisory Committee in Germany. This man is an incredible human being. And his mission is real simple, to provide gold to good, honest people at an affordable price. Think about that. Now, the mission to provide gold, to make gold available in increments that the average person can afford. Our claim to fame is we're doing something unique. We're saying that guy who has no money, you can acquire gold. You can start saving a tier 1 asset in, wait a minute, in 1/10 of a gram at a time. We also said you can enroll for free and also earn money 25 hours a day, 7 days a week worldwide. So no excuse for anyone. Anyone can start here. All you got to do is willing to open your mind and change a little bit. And the opportunity is incredible. I've shook hands with him. I know this person personally. We done ate dinner. We done ate lunch. We done ate breakfast. Okay. And we ran across each other on the other side of the world. He said, hey, Tyrone, what are you doing in Bangkok? I said, man, I thought you was going to be here, so I thought I'd show up too. Okay. Mr. Dalco knows the man. Roger Williams, doing Tanisha Glass. He's taking pictures with hundreds, if not thousands of people in wealth builders worldwide. So this is not some enigma. We don't know who he is, and he's a mystery, man. We know exactly who this gentleman is. And by the way, and he's done every single thing he's said he's going to do in the 6 years I've been in business. I let Dr. Harold Sykes handle his business, and I handle mine, which is what? Is to spread the good news. And the good news is Karatbars International is the best business I've ever seen in my 37 years in this industry. All kinds of witnesses say that gold is where you want to be. J.P. Morgan says gold is money, everything else is credit. Gold is money. How do we convince this last 100 years that this stuff right here is money? Believe me, it's media, everything. See, we don't understand how we've been conditioned this is money. But J.P. Morgan know that this is money. One of the first billionaires on the planet, this is money. Alan Greenspan, the head of the Federal Reserve, said that this is money. Gold is accepted anywhere in the world as money. When I was in Germany, we had a tough time trying to give people this stuff right here. Okay? We had a problem giving them gold. We had a problem using a debit card or a credit card. But man, we try to say, hey, take this. They're like, do you have anything else? And Robert Kiyosaki himself said gold is God's money. If you haven't read Robert Kiyosaki books, I keep all my tools right here. Fake. See, don't take my word for it. Don't take Tanisha Glass's word for it. Don't take Roger Williams' word for it. Read this book. Robert Kiyosaki said, here's the thing that's been going on in America for the last 20 years. Fake teachers, fake millionaires, fake banks, fake businesses. And wait a minute. And see, now the curtain has been pulled back. And we're seeing the little wizard behind pulling all the strings. When the curtain got pulled back, when this whole virus thing hit in the last 90 days, all these institutions, all these companies, all these folks who sitting there looking good, riding good, crime broke within 30 days. Waffle House closing, Golden Corral talking about closing their stores. Was a lot of other companies all went just gone by the wayside anyway, but every day some other stores just shut everything down. Typing, if you know some other, type it up in the chat room, man. Let them know this is happening. And it's just started happening. It's been 90 days, folks. What do you think it'll look like 6 months from now when they'll start rehiring all these folks? All these folks realize, all these companies realize they can do business with less people. They can do more business online. Even in restaurants, when they reopen, people not willing to go out there and sit down in restaurants right now. I got friends who opened up restaurants in the last 6 months, bankrupt already, okay? Because it was tight in the beginning and they just opened the doors and they had to close the doors. My brain kicked in this afternoon. You know, I got a conspiracy. I see a conspiracy on every rock. I shouldn't say that out loud because people think I'm crazy, but see, I've been around long. You just don't say something to me and I go, that's the truth. I have friends who say, man, I had 10 friends, I had 5 friends die of COVID-19. I said, no, you didn't. You don't know what they died from. I said, you were told they died from COVID-19. Stop believing everything you're told. Another seminar, not trying to go down there. You a believer, you wear your mask everywhere you go, that's on you. Okay. I'm just saying we got to think and question all these things. I question things like, the virus exploded right after the Super Bowl. Why is that? But that's another seminar. Okay, it's kind of, this is where my mind works. When you're free, your mind just sit around and think, this is why society don't want you to be free. Can you imagine millions of people sitting at home thinking about stuff like, what's the convenience? We managed to hold off on this so-called crisis, November, got through Christmas, got through January, got through the Super Bowl, and after the Super Bowl, in 24, 48 hours, it was the #1 news cycle and it's been that way for the last 90 days. Another seminar, I'm gonna get off that, folks. I apologize. Here's our goal. Cash gold, baby. Cash gold, cash gold, cash gold. Okay, you want to enroll and you want to start saving, accumulating cash gold. Why? Because the big things are coming up in June. I'm not even gonna try to get to it. You want to save cash gold. You want to exchange these declining dollars for gold, cash gold, every single chance you get. You want to stack up on cash gold because within our ecosystem, you'll be able to use that cash gold you save to exchange for all the goods and products and services in our ecosystem. Everything from the packages to the telephones to anything we have and anything we come up with, you'll be able to exchange that cash gold, go right into your back office and use that cash gold to acquire all those different things. Okay, all our gold. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, all this. Look, black light technology, all that thing, make sure it's secure. Look, we'll reach that stage after 10 years. When you say Carabas to a gold dealer, anybody who deals in precious metals, they know Carabas is real. They know this is 24 karat gold. They know this is the real deal. Okay. Okay. They can put on black light to determine. And we stay up here right now sometime, get in. I want it to go real. I said, listen. We're not on trial here. Carabas is going on 10 years old. You're not going to come here and ask some question that has not already been asked and answered. So don't let your friends just get you all off track and you trying to defend Carabas. Carabas need no defense, not for 10 years. And we were there 10 years ago when Sherland Gober and Tammy Morris and Big Boomer, Joe Norman got started. All those questions, yes. Okay, but all these questions, they're gone, folks. Millions of dollars in commissions have been paid out over the last 10 years. Millions of dollars of gold have already been shipped out. All these questions have been asked. Why you saving gold? Look at that car back there. It costs $645 or 1 kilogram of gold. Fast forward to today, that same car, the equivalency of the same automobile is $40,000. What does it mean? But wait a minute. But it still only takes 1 kilogram of gold to get that car. Why? Because gold has maintained its purchasing power and the dollars have not. So if you still got your money tied up in paper, your 401k, by the way, for those who don't know, you can take your money to 401k now without incurring a penny in most states, without incurring a penny. Get that money out. Look, if your money been sitting in 401k for the last 90 days, I don't have to tell you, you know you lost money. And if you don't know you lost money, call your administrator on your job and say, hey, ask them, how much money is in my 401k? Ask them for the statement. Ask. You got to ask these questions. They won't tell you. Most people have money going to their 401k, don't even think about it. Anyway, okay, that's why you save gold. You save gold, why? Because look at the dollar. This right here, before it used to be, man, I don't want to break that 20 because that 20 is gone. Now it's like, I don't want to break this 100 because when I break it, it's gone. As soon as I break this $100 bill, it's gone in a blink, okay? We like to relate to food. I relate to my story as a child because I can remember when bread was 20 cents a loaf. I can remember when a gallon of milk was 55 cents. I remember when a loaf of bread, I can say, was 17. I remember when gas was 15 to 20 cents. I remember my buddy Champ used to come to my house and we used to look and say he could have his father's car. How much money you got, man? He said, I got a quarter. I said, I got about 15 cents. We go put 15 cents, 1 gallon of gas in the car and drive around all Friday night. Can't do that today. But have you noticed how gas prices, oil prices have been dropping now? Supply and demand. I mean, I saw a place there with gas was $1.60 in Virginia, $1.60 a gallon. Okay. Now's the time to have some money, folks. Now's the time to have some real money. Woo! Anyway, so we're going to teach you how to learn how to start a simple and duplicate business with Caribou's International from home. Okay. I do almost everything we do. When they say quarantine, I say quarantine. I've been on quarantine for 25 years. I love working at home. We had to drag me out. I asked Mr. Dalco. He had to spend over a year trying to get me to come to Atlanta and do one meeting. I said, man, why are we doing meetings? You got all this stuff. We can do all this technology. So let me go through these numbers real fast. Let me show you a disclaimer. I'm not promising anybody income. Your income is based on your ability to perform, your commitment, your vision. These numbers are just for theoretical purposes. Okay, just to give an example of what the potential is. But please hear me out when I say this. I've been in Caribou 6 years. You know what? For 6 years, they paid me every single Friday, 6 years in a row. And all the money is put right there on a private issue gold MasterCard. And by the way, I got 1, 2, 3. I got a bunch of them. Okay. I got one. My wife got one. My 2 sons got one. My corporation, I got 5 of them actually. Okay. Thank you, Caribou's. That's another beautiful Caribou's. Now, let's talk about some money real quick and then we're going to be finished, folks. I know I can go on this thing. I might do a live stream, I get finished. I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about today. Now, I don't want to be talking about all those things here. But I want you to feel what I'm saying because this is not if logic will make everybody be in the business. First way you get paid is you level system. Why? When you get in for the free position, you in a free position now, the company allows you to make money in a free position. And all the things I've done 30 years prior to Caribou's coming along, that was not possible. Every program, every company I've ever been, including the companies I've owned, you paid something to get involved. You bought something. You could not make money in free position. Here, you can enroll for free and go enroll your cousin decided to go go exchange $10,000 out of one of his accounts for gold, and you got paid. You haven't acquired anything. There's no commitment on your part of nothing except you did go share the good news. I get folks coming and saying all the time, say, well, I just want to save some gold. I say, I know you do. But once you understand the value of saving gold and why, you're going to tell everybody you know. Once you understand it, until you understand it, you don't get it. That's why people sometimes say it was in Caribou's, out of Caribou's. I say, you didn't get it. There's nothing to quit here, folks. The number one thing we do is teach you to exchange declining dollars for gold. Everybody should have a gold savings account. Jorgen Pervermuller said last weekend that we're going to put 1 billion people, we're going to have 1 billion gold savings in the world of Caribou's. We're just getting started. There's 1 million here so far. This free position puts you in position, earn 6%, paid once a month, up to 6% commission on all the gold savers anywhere in the world that you happen to introduce to the world of Caribou's. Everybody needs a gold savings account. You can accidentally make money in Caribou's just by sitting down with your friends playing bid whist and listening to them cry about how they've lost so much money in 401k in the last 3 months. And you say, wait a minute, you know what? You should be saving in gold. And give them your link. They go sign up. The company ships the gold. The company ships the gold. The company tracks the thing. By the way, when you enroll for free, you get a multi-million-dollar software that tracks everything in your business 25 days, 7 days a week. You don't have to worry about accounting. You don't have to worry about staffing. You don't have to worry about the gold. The company does all that stuff. The only thing we do is share the vision. Next slide, man. Get me out of here. Woo! We said go sponsor you 5 people right away as fast as possible. But here's where the big money is, folks. The big money is putting together the dual team. You know why? Because when you put together dual means 2. You got a left team and you got a right team. So you can go enroll 400 people this way, like Tanisha Glassman, 500 plus people. She is personally, and watch this piece that they can't find too. Tanisha Glassman, that's right, that sister right there, has personally invited over 500, almost 600 people now into the world of Carabass, all mostly through social media. Everybody can do this. You just gotta want to. You have a big enough why. She had a big enough why. You hear a story if you get on some of the presentation we're doing. So we show you how to choose a pack. We show you how to start saving cash go. We show you how to share the business with other people. And we show you how to get paid during that process. In the dual team, you want to get a multi-goal package. What's a multi-goal package? That's like your franchise package. That says, I'm in business for myself. And when you get that package, it puts you in a position now, instead of getting paid once a month, you're now getting paid 5 times a month. If you got 2 business centers, you're getting paid 10 times a month. If you got 5 like I have, you had a potential getting paid 25 times a month. Carabass just paid us sometime, I think, I lost count, 12, 13, 14 times in the last 30 days. Why this world is in crisis. And Neiman Marcus filing bankruptcy. J.C. Penney's gone. All these institutional businesses gone. The Mall of America missed their mortgage payment, $1.2 million 2 months in a row. And we're over in Carabass, we just rolling along, man. Carabass ain't missed a beat. We're exploding. We're exploding. Why? Because number one, as the market crashes, gold value goes up. So if you're sitting there, all that gold I acquired back in 2013, 14, that is I, Mr. Delco, Tanisha Glassman, Roger Brown, we acquired a lot of gold back in 2013, 14, 15. All that gold that we acquired was mostly $1,100, $1,200 an ounce, and now gold's sitting over $1,700 an ounce. You win just by acquiring the gold. But when you do a team, you start building your team, okay? Now, direct commission is the other way you make money. Why? How does direct commission work? It's real simple. Anybody that you share the program with that gets a package, you earn a 10% direct commission. That's your first level. Imagine Tanisha Glass with 500 people enrolled. Now, I'm not trying to imply all 500 people got a gold package, but watch this. But all 500 people are potential multi-gold package holders. And many of them have got a gold package. But can you imagine every single person you enrolled in this program at a 10% direct commission? Because once they understand it, they're going to go VIP. That 10% direct commission at VIP is almost $500. But anyway, so 10%. Look at the numbers like this. Let's say you have 10 on the first level. Not 500 like Tanisha. If she can roll 500, you can find 10 somewhere on this planet that say, I want a gold savings account. If they go do the same thing, it puts 100 on the second level, put 1,000 on the third level. You're getting 10% on the first, 3% on the second, 2% on the third. That's leverage, and that's exponential growth. See, it's not about you, folks. And this is the biggest thing people, when they first get in the business, got this limited vision. They see everything, they say, oh, I don't know that many people. Oh, I don't know if I got any friends who would do it. I want to ask you, I want to plead with you. See the business bigger than your family and friends. See the business bigger than your zip code or your area code. See the business bigger than your state. Because it's very simple. You can share the business with somebody, just like right now, we're on this call. I'm in Newport News, Virginia. Tanisha Glass was in Arizona. Roger Williams is somewhere on the planet. I don't know where Roger could be. Roger completely free, man. Roger could be anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know where Roger, maybe he'll tell you it in his call. We have people on this platform from all over the world. See your business. You're just one. See, one. As scripture says, one can put 1,000 in flight, 2 can put 10,000. That means if you're the one, you're only one person, one phone call away from finding yourself free and wealthy. Jim Morse made one phone call. He made more phone calls than that, but only one phone call I know made a big difference. He made the one phone call to me, and not only has it made a big difference in his life, it made a major difference in mine and the lives of people that I've impacted and touched. One phone call. I thank him 2-3 times. I want to text him and say, Jim, thank you one more time. Thank you. Thank you. See, some of you think you bothering people when you share this opportunity. You don't want to hassle your friend. You want to sort through your friends. If they can't see it, great. I thank Jim Morse for picking up that phone and calling me, because I've not received another invitation from another human being on this planet to be in the world of Carabass. And it's radically changed my life. It's radically changed so many people's lives who are on this call right now because of that one phone call. Don't look at them as doing you a favor because they get in. You're doing them a favor if they grasp the vision. They understand what we have. Okay. I thank God every day that I had the experience to help me see this industry at 28 years old. I thank God every day that my wife saw it along with me. I thank God that we've been on this journey together for 37 years. Okay. I thank God the guy stopped me in a locker room in 1983 and asked me, do I know anyone who want to make an extra $1,500 a month? And some of you think you're bothering your friends. Man, please get over it. Okay. Don't let their opinion of what we're doing impact you. Because every time you share with someone who can appreciate it, they will love you for sharing this opportunity with them. They will love you on a level you can't even begin to understand. Okay. I love the Delcos. I know the Delcos love me too. I know it. Okay. Shoot. Most significant thing you ever do on this planet is put somebody in a position to change their financial future in a most radical way. God knows I'm preaching tonight, man. Anyway, to do a team bonus, man, let's go to the next slide. How does it work? When you get a package, watch this now. The package you get determines what you earn, and you only got to get a gold multi-package one time. Okay? And the package started bronze, silver, gold, VIP, and the package determines what you earn in the dual team. The dual team means two. You got a left team, you got a right team. And here's the beauty of the dual team. This is what you got to understand. The first time I saw a dual team concept, I've been in the industry already 13 years. It was 1996. And when I saw it, I didn't understand it. I said, how you gonna make money? Because all the compensation plans I had were different. But as technology changed, new world come in, technology changed, this compensation plan came along that said, all you do is enroll two. And if you happen to be a recruiter like me, or Tanisha, Mr. Roger Williams, who rolled over a couple hundred people himself, I wrote a couple hundred people myself, you enroll two, but all those other folks you enroll gonna do what? Going to fall down line and help everybody on your team. When I call somebody and tell them about care, I said, look, let me tell you, enroll for free. Why? Because you're gonna have 1,000 people on your team one day. So why? I said, I'm gonna put them there. I can't tell them to put in the next 90 days, but they're gonna be there. Why? Because I never stop sharing this concept. It's who I am, it's what I do. Okay? May not be what you do, but it's what I do. So as your team go from 2 people to 4 to 8 to 16, 32, 64, 128, you may know the first 40 or 50, but you're not going to know as your team continues to expand. And every time your team creates 75 units, 50 on one side, 25 on the other, you get a dual team payout. Now watch this. Your dual team payout is based on the package you have. This is why you want the VIP package, because it pays you the most for the exact same production. However, get in where you fit in. You get a bronze package, great. When you get a dual team payout, that's 75 units I talked about, you made 40 euro. That's around 50 bucks. When you get a silver package, it's 50, around $60. When you get a gold, it's around 80, it's 60, around 70 bucks. But when you get the VIP, it's 80 euro. That's about 100 bucks every time you get a dual team payout. And there are folks on this call who've gotten 5, 10, 15, 20 dual payouts in a day, over 100. I've gotten as many as 100 plus dual team payouts in one day at VIP. Okay, take your pen and calculate that out for a minute. It'll blow your mind. But wait a minute, the max is 180,000 dual team payouts potential. That's like every 3 seconds getting a dual team payout. Because see, as your team gets bigger, so you don't understand this exponential growth when you first see it. But as your team gets bigger and bigger and bigger, see, we all start the same. We all signed a free application. My wife and I signed a free application. Thank you again, Jim Morris. I signed myself up. I signed my wife up. I signed my son up. My baby boy is only 14. He's there in the business 6 years later. Okay, as soon as he turned 18, man, boom, we put him in too. Okay. And now, signed myself up, signed my wife up. I didn't call and ask her opinion. I put her in. We married. I know I'm stepping on toes when I say stuff like that, but hey, okay. We married. We do stuff together. Okay. And all my money is her money. And all her money is her money. So anyway, okay. And we started, and now there's over 100,000 people on our team. Okay. But we started like everybody else with 2. That was 6 years ago. You got to give yourself time to succeed. Get that multi-gold package number 7, makes you a VIP. You're going to get about 15 grams of gold. You get 12 discount cards. Those 12 discount cards, they're to be used to help other people get a multi-gold package. You give them a discount card that saves them 100 bucks on that VIP package. Package number 6 makes you a VIP as well. Okay? What happens, get a VIP, now watch this. Anyway, let's go through all the packages real quick. I'm going to come back and talk about this VIP. You got package number 5. Okay, that package 4,500, 3,400, 2,200, See, pick a package. Get back with your sponsor and pick a package. But here's what's new. This is what's caused this massive growth. I told you, market going down, gold going up. Then Mr. Harold Sight says, we got to put the emphasis on gold. We got to put the emphasis back because there's a lot of stuff going on care about. I'm not even gonna get into the coin, the KBC coin, the cryptocurrency coin we got, the privacy coin we got. I mean, we got a telephone that's the ultimate privacy phone. We got a lot of stuff going on here. So we got to put the focus back on gold. So now when you get a multi-gold package, the company's going to award you with free gold based on the package you got. So not only are you getting the cash, not only are you getting paid with all this fiat money being put on his private issue MasterCard, you're also now getting matching gold bonuses based on the packages that people acquire on your team. Okay? Now, I don't care. In all the things I've done, in 37 years in this industry, I've never been paid with an asset. I just told you what is everybody out there pursuing money. Our product is money, not just money, but real money. The guy about a few months ago told me he's out there paying for gold 8 hours a day. I said, why you want to pay for gold 8 hours a day? Go in your back office, call, send an order to Carrot Bars and exchange dollars for gold all day. Take 8 hours, go build a business. See, we have no value our time. We think time is infinite and forever. Okay? And the amount of multi-gold, the amount of gold you get for free is based on the multi-gold package you pick. You want to start wherever you could start, but your goal is to become a VIP as fast as possible. So not only do you get matching bonus in cash for 7 generations, you get matching bonuses in gold for 7 generations. You're Mr. Harold Sykes, that man says he wants to create 20,000+ millionaires. This man is dead serious about it. All we've got to do is decide, or all you've got to do, I made this decision a long time ago. All you got to do is decide you want to be one of them. Okay, everybody got it? Get back with the person who invited you and get you a package. Watch this matching bonus. This is matching bonus in dollars. You just saw the matching bonus in gold. The matching bonus is the same thing. It's based on the package you get. Again, why you want to be VIP? A 5% matching bonus pays 7 generations. You say, how does that work? Well, every time, let's say Tanisha Glass, I like to keep using, I'm picking on you, Tanisha. I'm not picking on you, but you are just such an excellent example. Okay? So say she got a person she enrolled that's a VIP. She got a person she enrolled. She's a VIP. So she got a person she enrolled. That person get a dual team pay. That person made 80 euro. A 5% matching bonus on that is $4 or €4. So every time you help anyone on your team make money, you make money. See, folks who look around and say, well, you got to get a lot of people working for you. They don't understand what we're doing at all. Okay? Because in this business, the more you help other people get what they want, the more you get what you want. And whenever you find anybody in this industry who say something like, well, I tried 2-3 years, I've never made any money. What they're telling you is that they've never helped anyone make any money. The trick of this business is to get in for yourself, but in order to succeed, you got to take your eyes off yourself and put your eyes on someone on your team. And when you find that person exciting, you live with them, you work with them, you on the phone with them every day. You're doing everything you can to help them succeed. And every time they make 80 euro, you get a matching bonus of 4%. That's €4. That's 5%. That's €4. I told a guy that day one day, he said, well, that's only like $4, $5. That's not that much money. I said, see, you still can't, your brain, you can't imagine this geometric regression. I said, what if you had 100 people on your team that day, make $100 and you got $4 for each one? That's $4, not for each of them. You got a 4% matching bonus, 5% matching bonus. That's $4. 100 people, that's $400 that day. Okay. I've gotten as many as 200-300 matching bonuses in one day. Then he got quiet. He said, whoa. 300 in one day. He said, times $4. I said, well, on the average, let's say $4. He said, whoa. That's like $1,200 for that. I said, yes, that's right. And that's only one way of making money. This is why you want to be VIP. But if you're not VIP, your goal, it'll give it to you 5%, 5 generations. I can't even compensate plan. Silver, give you 3 generations. Bronze, give you 2 generations. Man, look, everything we do here, we say on our power call, all we do is win, win, win. When you enroll in Carrot Bars, if you don't do anything but save gold and never tell a soul, you win. If you decide to share with people you love and care about, and watch this, and then extend your comfort zone between the people you love and care about to strengthen, understand something. There's 7.5 billion, approaching 8 billion people on this planet. You're never gonna run out of people. We walk past millions of opportunities every single day, don't want to open our mouth, don't want to say hello to them, don't want to smile. And now with this thing going on, COVID-19, we're scared to touch each other, scared to shake hands, but I still pass out my card everywhere I go. I said, look, I know you got your mask on. Look, I want to give you my card. I'm looking for sharp people. I come with any reason to say hello to somebody and give them a card. Because I don't know, look, I'm just Johnny Appleseed planting seeds. I don't know who's going to respond. I don't know who will not respond. That's not my job. My job is to share the word. Anyway, Tanisha Glassford, Gold Doctor. All the folks in the chat room. And look, all the folks in the chat room got a VIP package. Type in there. Can you type in the chat room VIP, VIP, VIP? In fact, don't type VIP. Type whatever package you got. Let them know. People come in at all levels, bronze, silver, gold. Everybody's got a package. Type something in the chat room. Let them know. Package VIP 2, VIP, VIP 4 times, VIP. Hey, everybody in my house, like my mom's a VIP, my sister's a VIP, my nephew's a VIP, I'm a VIP, Val's a VIP, Gabe's a VIP, our corporation's a VIP, Al's a VIP. Everybody's a VIP in my household. Okay? Look at all those VIPs. Okay? Now I got to tell you guys the truth. When I first got started 6 years ago, I said to myself, I'm telling you about the great Tyrone, the guy, he said, man, this Tyrone's a guru, written 4 books. I said to myself, I said, I can see this mistake we all make now. I'm an experienced networker, and I still made this mistake 6 years ago. I said, now I didn't tell anybody. I've been professional enough. I was cool. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was sitting there saying, I said, I know I can get a lot of folks to come here and they'll buy that first package, but I don't see a lot of folks, dropping $3 grand, $4 grand out of whatever. But I saw I could still make a fortune having 1,000 people coming in with that first package. So let anything stop you. Now watch this. This true story. Hold on that slide right there for a minute, folks. I'm doing the thing. I think it was like Wednesday. I think I got started Wednesday, Thursday. And Saturday night, I'm talking to this young lady, and I just talked to her because we didn't have the full presentation, all the video stuff we got going on now. And I'm explaining the thing to her. About 15 minutes later, she says, okay, she said, look, I want to get a VIP package for me, a VIP package for my husband, and a gold package for my, I said, I was cool. I said, okay, no problem. We can do that. Now, I'm telling you some true stuff. I hung up the phone. I said, good God, Val, what? This lady just spent $5,000-$6,000 just like that, gave her credit. And at that point, the party was on. I learned another thing at 30 years old. Stop counting the money in people's pocket. Okay? You just present the program. People got way more money they want to let you know they got. They got money on the match, they got money over here, they got money in their cousin. They got more money than you think. Stop letting people cry broke to you. And by the way, if you got 5 broke friends, get some new friends. If all your friends crying broke all the time, you need some new acquaintances. They say if you got 5 broke friends or you got 9 broke friends, then you're the 10th one. So you want to know your income, take your 5 closest friends, add everybody's income up, divide it by 5, and you know the average of your income. Okay? How do you get new friends when you can't go to the country club? Pick up a book. Pick up a book. Not because of the papers in the book, because the book gives you insight into how this multi-millionaire thinks. Insight into how this multi-millionaire thinks. That's what the books do, folks. Anyway, you still don't have any money? We said, great, you got started with the bronze package? Here's Dr. Harold Sykes again. He said, everybody gonna get a shot here. You can start with any package you want. So you can only afford that bronze package. You can start with the bronze package. Say, okay, we got a 5 and 5 promotion. You go enroll 5 other people with a bronze package. In the first 5 weeks you're in the bottom of the program, the company's gonna bump you to the next level, make you a silver. Or if you can start with a silver package, you do the exact same thing in that 5 weeks, go enroll you 5 silvers right away, the company's gonna bump you to the next level to a gold. You see, it can't, Carabal's, Dr. Harold Sykes, you know why he thinks like that? Because he started just like you started at 18, 19 years old as a distributor. That's why you got to read his book to understand his journey, understand his heart, because he's not some corporate guy who just said, that network is a good business. I think I'll start me a network marketing company. He's grown up in the trenches. This is how he made a living in this industry. That's why he's special to me. Okay, that's why I listen to what the man has to say, because I know he's traveled this road I've traveled. We've traveled the same road. Okay, it's incredible. Anyway, so 5 and 5. You go with 5 people, and you give the next slide, please. Okay, 5 and 5. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And then the long-term incentives. Folks, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you don't even have to think about these. The multi-million-dollar software going to track it, and we tell you in the back office where you stand. But the first long-term is to get the bag, and then the Mont Blanc pen, then the gold bracelet. And by the way, you don't have to accept any of these. You can take gold for these. Okay. And then the next long term, you're gonna hump to get these now, but they're worth it. Okay. Next one it gives them Rolex watch. There's mine right there. I qualified. Mr. Delco qualified. For those who wondering, Mr. Delco got in the business about a week after I did, maybe 2 weeks after I did. He got his Rolex before I got mine. 3-4 months before I got mine. He got his. So those say, well, the person that gets it first make all the money. Don't believe that. Okay. Don't believe that hype. Don't believe that nonsense. Don't believe that information by the ignorant. The person who builds a team, once they get in, that's who makes the most money. Okay. And then not only did he qualify for the Rolex, he just qualified about 2 weeks ago for that first Mercedes-Benz. Think about that for a minute, folks. And Carabas it's not a lease. They say you qualify for the car, they want to give you the keys and the title. But they also give you the option to take the gold. And see, we in wealth builders, we're not about depreciating assets. We're about the gold, baby. The Delco said, I thank you very much. We'll take the gold. And they deposited. Anyway, I don't want to tell all his business. But let's just put it this way. Hey, Antoine well. The family got a lot of gold. And then ultimately, $1 million villa, 750-year-old villa. That's about $1 million villa built for you anywhere in the world. When I first saw that, man, I got excited. But watch this. I've been in Carabas about 5 years. And around November, this past November, it dawned on me. See, we're in a legacy company. I mean, I hope you understand. We're not some fly-by-night company just got started. Maybe here 6 months, maybe a year. You don't know. They say 80% of all businesses go out of business in the first 5 years. We've been here now going on 10 years. We are a legacy company in this industry, meaning that you're building something. Everything you're doing is a willable part of your estate. If anything happens to you, you can leave it to your spouse. Anything happens to you guys, you can leave it to your kids. You're investing your time in something that'll pay you long-term, including saving the gold. But let me tell you what hit me 5 months ago. It just, out of the blue, it hit me. I had to call Mr. Deco. Do you know it? Now, see what I'm saying? We can't explain everything to you. You got to trust us. You got to trust the person that explained this, that invited you, and get started. I've been in 5 years, and then it dawned on me that my business is a willable part of a state, and somebody at some point in your family is going to get that bag, going to get that pen, going to get that bracelet, going to get that watch, going to get those 3 cars, and somebody in your family at some point, because we have a legacy company that's going to be here 10, 20, 30 years. You heard I'm talking about, Mr. Sykes, talking about a 20-year plan, a 30-year plan. It's going to be here. Somebody in your family is going to have built for them a $1 million villa somewhere in the world. You may be here to see it, but at least you started something that's a willable part of your estate. Your job is not willable. Your profession as a dentist, doctor, lawyer, it's not willable. But this business is, and it's right there from the day you signed up. It says, put your beneficiary in there. Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be so verbose, man. I get so pumped up and fired up about this thing. I'm excited today as I was 6 years ago when I got started. More so today, because we have more things going on. Next slide, man. I ain't talking about the coin. I ain't talking about crypto. So much going on. Okay, credibility issues. Stop. I already showed you guys all our commission put on a private issue MasterCard. The gold is the product. Okay, this is going to help you build your wealth state. Just start saving gold. I don't give you saving 1/10 of the time. Start saving cash gold. Save all the cash gold you can. Let me tell you something about this MasterCard. This MasterCard is good in over 100 million locations around the world. You can pay your mortgage, your lease, your car note, your bills, your light bill, your gas bill. You can go to any ATM machine in the world and take out that country's currency anywhere in the world. I was in Stuttgart, Germany. I said, let's put the card to the test. I went to the store, couldn't speak a bit of German, but I know what potato chips look like. I know what drinks look like. I know what orange juice look like. So I got a bunch of that stuff and went to the counter. I said, here we go, baby. I said, I don't know how this works. She just stick the card. I stick the card right in the machine. She said, numbers are universal. I said, put the number, put your pin out, put my pin in. I said, good God Almighty. I said, go get no better than this. Anyway, next slide, man. I'm full of it. Okay, the advantage of carrier bars, you already told you, 9-year-old company, operating in 148 countries, all your gold, that's another thing. Because I want to check to come down. You're not going to do more research than FedEx or MasterCard. All the gold is delivered directly to your doorstep via FedEx. All this FedEx delivers this. Look, I know my FedEx guy personally. He ain't signed up yet, though. He's a little slow, okay? But he delivers gold right direct to, I know him personally first. He delivers the gold to the house all the time, delivers all these other packages and stuff. Val be getting all the time. We operate worldwide, okay? What else got? Anyway, all the benefits are down there, folks. You can read them, you can see them. Got a multi-million-dollar software that operates 24 hours, 7 days a week. You got no expensive, you got no employees, no overhead. Can you fathom? This is the ultimate freedom plan. Okay, because our product is a pure 24-karat gold. In my 6 years, nobody's called me and said, Tyrone, the gold don't work. Nobody's called me and said, Tyrone, the gold tastes funny. Tyrone, when does the gold expire? I get 0 product complaints. Unlike all the nutritional stuff, and I'm not basking that stuff, man, that's how I got free. I made a living from skincare and nutrition. So don't tell me, I love that stuff. But you don't compare to gold. No one has called me in 6 years to say anything about the gold other than thank you very much. We got a worldwide marketplace, 7 billion people. We got a proven system. Everything is right there in place for you. So all you got to do, folks, is get back with the person who enrolled you, who invites you to this call. Enroll tonight. Don't hesitate. It doesn't cost you a dime. Takes you less than 5 minutes to set up your account. And then you can study for the next year if you want to. I got people who now just get excited. They've been in 2, 3, and 4 years. They're just getting excited about the program. Why? Not because the program changed, but because they never stopped long enough to look at it. And if I can say anything to what I say to businessmen all the time, I say, I guarantee you, if you give when you give Carabas 1 hour to 2 hours of your undivided attention, you will not sleep well for the next 2, 3 years. Because unquestionably, this is the greatest business opportunity in the world right now today, especially in this economy at this time. We're already wide worldwide 24/7. We're already operating in 148 countries. We got the best product. We got the product everybody's trying to get on the planet's gold. Why are central banks stacking up gold? Why is Bank of America acquiring gold? Citibank acquiring gold? Everybody's acquiring gold. What Dr. Harold Sykes has done is put us in a position as average people to acquire all the gold that we want. That's it. That's how simple this thing is. Let me close my last thought. Just give me a minute. I don't know what's the next slide. Teach you got another slide up there. I just talk to the slide. See, I don't know what's coming up next, folks. But if you put up a slide, I start talking. We said this is what we call the close. This is the close. Okay. There are 3 types of people out see this present. Some folks said, Tyrone, you could have shut up an hour ago, man. As soon as you said I can get gold, I open me a free gold savings account and get this and acquire gold, I was in. I don't remember anything else you said after that. And then the second group says, I'm excited, but I have some questions. There's always some people with some questions. It's okay. And then the third group, they don't know, but at the very least, get you a free account. You got an account at the major banks. Why not have a free gold savings account? Save gold. I hope I made the point for saving gold. Okay. This was $200 6 years ago. It's around $350 a day, I believe. I don't even know what it is today. I just know it's more. Because when I got it, gold was $1,100 an ounce. And now it goes over $1,700. At the very least, get you a free gold savings account. At the very least. Okay? Girl Tam said, well, it's not for me. What's not for you? The saving money or making money? Which part of this doesn't quite relate to you? Because you're going to work every day. So anyway, let me get off that. Okay. Join us on this journey, folks. Robert Frost said that I was provided with several roads on the journey. And I took the road less traveled. In 1983, a guy stopped me in the locker room and asked me, Tyrone, do you know anybody who'd like to make an extra $1,500 a month? And I said, yes, me. I think about him don't a day go by, I don't think about him because it radically changed my life. I said, yes. I didn't get excited about the $1,500, but it was something different. Okay. So I said, yes. And then I saw a presentation. Then I figured out you can make an extra 50. I figured out just throwing the numbers. Hey man, I thought the guy was trying to rip me off. I said, I figured this thing out. You can make about 50 grand a year. He said, Ty, you can make a lot more than that because the potential is unlimited because we never go around to people. And I started understanding this concept. Then I walked into a meeting. My first meeting, I'd been exposed, and Tuesday I walked into an event. So first thing, you got to show up. And that event changed my life. Because on stage was a 32-year-old couple with 2 Cadillacs in their driveway, a brand new kid, and no job. And that guy started talking about something. I started this call with earlier tonight. He starts talking this thing called freedom. See, you don't even know that freedom is possible until you've met somebody that's free. You won't even seek out freedom. Say the challenge of trying to free somebody who's enslaved is a lot of times they don't even know they're enslaved. Most people walking around with a job, they don't even know they're enslaved financially. They don't even understand it, okay? Because they've never met someone that's free. And I hadn't. I got into 6 years of education, 32 years between me and a wife, and not one person ever talked to me about freedom. Even the car dealers I called on for the Ford Motor weren't free because minimum had to show up 3, 4. I mean, they had a certain amount of autonomy because they owned the place. They came and go when they went to, but they had to keep their eye on the ball all the time. Some of them showed up every day. It was a job, okay? They had to keep their eye on the ball. But I'm seeing this guy talking to me, saying, have you ever thought about being free? And he started painting this picture for freedom, folks. And that's when I sat up in my chair and I started paying attention. And he started talking about firing the boss and throwing away the alarm clock. I haven't had an alarm clock in my house in 25 years. I don't even set the catch a plane anymore. Most of my flights can go out at 10, 11 o'clock anyway. I'm already up. Okay. He started painting that picture about freedom, throwing away the alarm clock. He started to have you ever thought going to the movies on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday when there's no one at the movie theater? I said, oh my God. He said, have you ever thought about just firing the boss for real? Ever thought about retiring the next 2 to 5 years? Okay, going fishing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or better yet, playing golf on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday when everybody else is at work and the wealthy people on the golf course. All those guys with a job, they tee off on Saturday and Sunday. All the guys who own the jobs, they tee off on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I want you to think about that one tonight now. All the people with a job, they got to tee off on Saturday and Sunday. And the guys who hire the guys with the jobs, they out there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Woo. I got excited. Freedom is the ultimate dream, folks. That's what Care About is all about. I appreciate your time. Sorry for being so verbose, but I'm pumped up, fired up about this thing. I think it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. I just finished watching a video on franchising. That thing scared me. Just give me one more minute, Tanisha and Mr. Roger Williams. That thing scared the heck out of me. I'm watching this video talking about franchising, and it started talking about McDonald's paying $1.5 million to $2 million for a McDonald's franchise to make $150,000 a year. And you got all these employees you're hiring and firing, you got all this inventory, and McDonald's raking in the dough. All these fees you got to pay McDonald's. Then they talk about Wendy's, they talk about Burger King, they talk about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, you can't even own the franchise. You got no equity in the franchise. You are an operator. You pay $10,000 for the privilege to operate the Chick-fil-A. If they give you one, and they have 3,000 applicants a year, they give you pay the $10,000, you're an operator, but you don't own it. So if something happens to you, okay, it has to be, the franchise can be sold to somebody else. Okay, at least at McDonald's, you have equity in the place, you own the place. Okay, all these and then it said the average restaurant owner makes $41,000 a year. This is the business of the 21st century. Bill Gates wrote a book 10 years ago called Business at the Speed of Thought. You've just been given some thoughts, some things to think about. You understand? All you got to do right now is go on his phone. It's only 7:30 on the West Coast. You can call all the way back to Hawaii. Hawaii, it's still evening time having dinner. You can build this business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with your smartphone. Most people got a smartphone, but they're not being smart with it. They're playing Candy Crush and Crazy Chicken and Angry Birds and all that nonsense. Anyway, let me get off that. Folks, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us on this call. Thank you for joining me on this live stream as well. Mr. Nisha Glass, Mr. Roger Williams, you guys want to add anything? Thank you very much for supporting me, because you know, one of these days I'm gonna figure out how to work Zoom and all that stuff. Thank you very much for all that you do. Thank the Dalcos, thank the whole team, thank all the folks who are on this journey with us. Thank you, Dante Taylor. Mr. Nisha Glass, you want to add anything?
Great presentation, Mr. Best. Thank you.
See, look, she enrolled. Yes, sir. How she enrolled 500 people? She don't talk. Roger Williams, you want to say something, man?
I ditto what Ms. Glaspie said, and of course, Mr. Best, you're the greatest, man. Thank you so much for a phenomenal.
Hey, thank you, guys. Kevin 2S Thompson, man. Thank you, team. Freedom in the house. Thank you very much. And all the folks. Hey, Mr. Renee Gant on live stream. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a good evening. God bless. Chat with you later. Bye-bye. Ahoo.